Hello all, it's coffee time, and I was asked to do my terrible British accent for this entire video, which, if you're from the UK, you should probably leave so you don't unsubscribe after listening to me for too long, but, you should know this is one of those videos that I'm sure when I'm done, I'm going to try to delete it and then never speak of it again, but I promised that I would do this. A friend of mine that I went to school with said that I should read from this book, Acting with an Accent, with Dr. David Alan Stern, which is what we learned the standard British accent from. But within it, he uses the word accent and dialect as though they are the same word, which they're not. It's not accurate at all. It's really frustrating, actually. And looking through this, I think it's rather boring. It's a lot of try to do this sound, and it has you say random words over and over and over again, and then it has you use it in a sentence, which I think, as funny as it might be for you, it would be boring for me. So, seeing as these videos have been going on for about 10 minutes lately, I'd rather not be saying no, go, home, alone, forever. Slowly the ocean rolled home. I wrote to Joe, hoping he would grow up. There's a section in here, actually, that I will read from a little bit. It's so funny. It's called Lesson 3, The British Pitch Glide. And it's talking about how, because, you know, a large part of an accent, or learning a new language even, is understanding their fluctuation, the way that they tend to say things. And there's a section called the British Pitch Glide, in which you're supposed to listen to Dr. David Alan Stern and then repeat the way that he says these sentences. And I remember so vividly the way that he said these because we made fun of them forever. My favourite, I think, is, "Don't lose your heads in the Tower of London." It is so ridiculous. Or, "I just don't know. I'm not going to argue with you. He gave an incredible speech at Hyde Park Corner." Ridiculous. As I can't even pretend that I think that might be accurate, because I don't think it is. It's just fantastic. Is there anything else in here that I can read before I close it and move on? It's funny because in America, you can have something that sounds vaguely British and get away with it and be lauded as an amazing actor, when in reality you have no idea what you're doing. Which I think is probably the same in England. A person could have a vaguely American-sounding accent and possibly get away with it. Although I think possibly American is an easier accent to do. Although I'm not sure if that's true, because the way that we learned it is that the standard British accent is all in the front of your mouth. If you're not sure what to do, don't try to open your mouth more while you're talking, because that's inaccurate. It will not help you at all. It will only make you sound even more American, possibly Southern. So yes, acting with an accent, Dr. David Alan Stern is who we learned from. And it was lots of lols in our fantastic class. But I figured, depending on how terrible my accent is, obviously I can't tell if my accent is bad, which is the fun of all of this, right? So I brought up a list of pickup lines, because that will make this more hilarious for me. So, originally I was looking for, I thought maybe if I typed in to Google, practice sentences for British, it would have something. And all it kept linking me to was WikiHow, which I don't think was going to help me very much. So, so I found pickup lines, which I think are helpful, right? How far in are we? We're almost 5 minutes in already. See how this all works out. All right, so let's read some pickup lines. I'm just gonna flip through these. "Did you fart because you just blew me away?" That's a good one to start with. "Are you a magnet? 'Cause I'm attracted to you." Does this rag smell like chloroform to you? That's a good standard. I wish you were DSL, so I could get high-speed access. Was that an earthquake, or did you just rock my world? None of these are horrible. Where are the extremely graphic ones? I think that those would make this more fun. Do you know karate? 'Cause your body is really kicking. Oh, here's the fart one again. They're repeating things now. I don't know if I trust this website. I'm sure that there are millions of pickup line websites. Let's find a different one. The most complete and most useless collection of pickup lines. Alright, let's try this. Disclaimers. Any attempt to rebroadcast this page without the express written consent of Major League Baseball. I'm confused. Where are we now? Steal the girl of your dreams. That's an ad, I'd like to point out. I want you to know that's an ad. Which makes me feel like maybe this is precisely where we need to be in order to find terrible pickup lines. Straight to the point. I think that that's a category that I would like to use. Hey baby, let's go make some babies. Yeah. Good times. I want to put my thingy in your thingy. I'm trying to find ones that don't have the F word, of which I'm sure a category called straight to the point. Rest assured, half of these at least have them. I'm really hoping that this video ends up getting sent to my old accent coach, and he sends me an entire list of things that I did wrong. Saying, well, if you're going to continue to do this, I need you to do it accurately. I'll say, I'm sorry. I was asked. I was dared to do it on my vlog. It's not my fault. What all did we study? We studied Standard British. I had to study Irish for one. I was an Irish girl in a play, and my counterpart was Welsh, and it was so hard for him being surrounded by people who were supposed to be speaking with an Irish accent to be holding on desperately to his Welsh accent. What else? We had to learn Southern. Something that you might not know is that in America, the standard American accent is only found where I'm from, in the northwest of America, which is strange. I found that odd. Very odd. But it means that the people in Oregon are very well placed in order to learn an accent because they're blank slate. So, blank slate, meaning that they speak in standard American. But what I mean when I say that somebody could be speaking in something vaguely British and get away with it is that it's much like American. Is that somebody could be making lots of mistakes and say, well, I'm not from an area where they speak standard American. I made a character choice, in which case everyone has to agree with you. It's the same with British. If you have someone who happens to say, oh, so where were you intending to be from with this accent? Because I found splashes of Cockney, and I found splashes of standard British and many other things that sounded nothing like British, and you can say, well, I made a character choice that my character has been moving around their entire lives, and if you ever heard something that sounded vaguely American, that was because, obviously, my character at one point chose to live in America for a few years. It's all, it was all very methodical. I planned it all out. It's not a problem. Don't be offended. And then everyone says, well, alright. So, that's how acting works. You say it's a character choice, and then no one can really argue with you. Sadly. Alright, let's see if we can get another couple good pickup lines out of this. Sex is a killer. Want to die happy. Nice tits. Mind if I feel them? Nice socks. Can I try them on after we have sex? This is fantastic. I need to keep this around. There's a gold mine. I just checked my schedule. My schedule? Is it schedule in British? I don't know. Just checked my schedule, and I have you pregnant by Christmas. I like that most of these are from a male point of view, as in, I'm going to put my thingy within you, and then you just have to say, alright, well, this is obviously from a male perspective. I have yet, I think, to find one. Well, the other one's like, can I try on your socks after we have sex? That one, I guess, is, could be from the point of view of a woman. I'll have to try that one. I ran out of Viagra. Can I use you? I might find that kind of a turn off, actually. I might not find that good at all. At all. Yes, so that's 11 minutes. 11 minutes of me talking in a British accent that may or may not be terrible. So I hope you enjoyed. Because I know I will, after I turn all of this off and start rendering this video, I'm going to think to myself, I can make a new one. It's only 11 minutes of my life. I can make a new video in which I don't ever actually speak in a British accent. That might be better. But I promised that I would do this, so there it is. And I hope that you enjoyed. I hope those of you who are from the UK that for whatever reason happen to stick this out, don't hate me. Or unsubscribe. Feel free to make fun of me, though, because I'm expecting that. So, hope that was fun for you. It was fun for me, actually. I haven't practiced this in so long that it was really prime time for me to do it. So, yeah, I hope you all have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I never drank this. Coffee. Alright, so, bye.